Do you ever just open up your closet and feel like you hate everything in your closet? You hate all your clothes, you hate everything in your closet. You're not alone. There are reasons why you might hate your clothes right now, and I'm going to break it down for you in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist. My whole focus is helping women over 50 build a wardrobe that they love because I think style can improve our day. And I know that looking cute can help us feel cute, and that can help us feel positive, and that can just kind of spill over into every area of our lives. So if you're new here, I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that by the end of this video, you'll consider hitting the subscribe button and joining us. We have a fabulous community here on YouTube. So let's get into it. First of all, before I get started, I want to mention that I do have a tool that might help you hate your clothes a little less, and that's my Modern Classics wardrobe guide. So definitely go to nettamanley.com/modern classics. It's absolutely free to download, and it's going to give you a list of ageless styles that I think are really useful and versatile to have in your wardrobe. So definitely check that out on your journey to get back to loving your wardrobe. Also want to mention that I have a brand new Closet Confidence Workshop series kicking off on January 6th. I don't want you to miss that. I know it feels like a long way away, but it's not. It's right around the corner. So let's make 2025 your most stylish year ever. Come at Closet Confidence and I will add you to the waitlist. Okay, so let's get started talking about why you may hate your clothes over 50. The first reason we may hate our clothes is that our bodies change, right? Our bodies change. And so if you're wearing clothes that you've had for a few years and you put them on and it's your 2024 body and your 2019 outfit, sometimes they don't get along. Like maybe they need an interpreter. Maybe they need a little zhuzhing. Maybe they need an introduction to make them get along better and to make you feel better in those combinations. So we all know, I just talked about how we can lose a little bit of our femininity as we age in my Monday morning style session. But let's break down kind of the ways that our bodies change and how that affects how our clothes fit. So obviously changes in weight that's just one of the changes. We may have gained weight or we may even have lost weight. And again, that's going to affect the way that our clothes fit. And if our clothes don't fit us properly, we're not going to feel beautiful in them. But also it's the distribution of weight. I heard someone call it padding and I was like, oh my gosh, it's exactly, sometimes we can feel like we have an extra layer of padding on our body or our weight has shifted on our body. So maybe we used to gain weight a little bit more in our thighs and now maybe it's migrated up a little bit more into our belly area. The distribution of weight can change. I've noticed my weight has shifted up a little bit into my bust, which is something I didn't see coming. So the tighter tops that I used to wear a few years ago, I don't love the way that they look anymore. At least at this, in my December 2024 version of my body, I don't love the way tight tops look and feel right now, especially certain types of type tops. So it's really, your weight may have changed, but also it may have just been redistributed, and that's going to change the way that your clothes feel. And another thing that really is going to play a role in this is posture. Posture is a huge thing. And if the clothes that you're wearing are currently highlighting something like, the tech neck or the slumped over shoulders that we get as I'm correcting my posture on this video, as we get older, if they're bringing out aspects of your posture or your alignment that you don't love, you're not going to feel great in your clothes. For example, straps that are constantly falling off because your shoulders are more sloped or that are highlighting uneven shoulders. One thing that can be, maybe very flimsy fabrics that highlight a little bump at the back of your neck or your upper back. Those are all things that might be making you not love your current clothes. So let's talk about what we can do about that. First is, it's very important to measure yourself regularly and have an accurate current set of measurements for your body. I keep them on my phone, and I actually keep them for my entire family as well. You want everything from your sock size to your ring size to your waist size and your bust size, your hip size, all the important measurements. I find it often easier for certain measurements to measure your clothes rather than measuring your body. So for example, if you want to know your inseam length, that is the measurement from your crotch to the hem, and it's easier to measure a pair of pants that hits you, that's the right length for you, than it is to measure your legs. So just go ahead and measure a pair of pants. and have an inseam length handy at all times. If you want to be more confident shopping in general, but definitely shopping online, you need a current set of measurements. I will say search by inseam.com. It's a site that I've mentioned several times, is a great place to find pants that are the right length for your body, because it's a struggle for every single woman on the planet. Okay, so measuring yourself regularly, take every year or two or more, depending on how often your weight fluctuates. You should have a current set of measurements. Menopause, weight loss, weight gain, you need the current measurements. Okay, embrace fabrics with a little bit of give. Now, I'm not talking about full-on stretchy, spandexy fabrics, but fabrics that give a little bit, especially waistlines that give a little bit, can really, really help you feel more comfortable and confident in your clothes. So just between 1% to 3% stretch in some pants can really, and I guess this is the reason we all love stretch pants. Like, this is not news. We all love stretch pants. But if you got pieces that are super tailored, they're not going to be as flexible, and they're going to be tied to one size or another. But pieces with a tiny little bit of stretch can give you a little bit of wiggle room. And then finally, focus on waist definition. So it's something we need to enhance as we get older, because again, that waistline does straighten out. So trying dresses with diagonal and elements like this that have ruching, draping, wrapping, that's going to be really flattering, especially if the fabric is a little bit more substantial and not uber flimsy, because that's going to highlight all the lumps and bumps. Belted coats, peplum tops, jackets with built-in waist structure. This is something we're finally seeing again, but jackets that when you hang them, you can tell that they have a shape at the waist. So whether or not you have a shape at the waist, if the jacket has a shape at the waist, you will look like you've got that waist definition. So really revisiting your clothes from a fresh perspective and looking at what your body looks like now and not what it looked like 5 or 10 years ago is key. Okay, the next reason you might hate your clothes is that your style might have changed. Your style might have changed. We have to give ourselves room to evolve, and for our style to change, and for our style to be updated. Because let's face it, trends have changed in the last few years. Why wouldn't your personal preferences and style preferences have also changed? Like, often we may find that, oh, I used to love X and I'm not reaching for it anymore. I'm not leaning towards it anymore. I'm not drawn to it anymore. And that's just life, right? Like, in the same way that maybe you like avocados now and you didn't like them 10 years ago. Just give yourself room without questioning or judging. Just let it go. Like, okay, I don't like that as much anymore. Totally fine. Like, give yourself room to really consider what you like right now. So how are you going to find that out? How are you going to find what you like right now? I'm just going to say it's really important to get current inspiration. So scrolling through your favorite websites and identifying outfits that you like, and then trying those outfits and translating them for your current size and your current frame. This is a process of kind of asking yourself, what do I like to look at versus what do I like to wear? What do I like to look at versus what do I like to wear? We can buy clothes that we've seen and try them on and just not feel like they're us. And so you want to ask yourself, is this something I'd like to look at, or is this something I can actually see myself reaching for and wearing? So, really checking in with yourself and making sure you're not just hot shopping, because we've all been there. You want to identify the words that are going to be your filters, your overarching style words. Maybe it's vibrant, maybe it's relaxed, maybe it's minimal, maybe it's elegant. Like, pick words that really resonate with you so you can use those as filters for bringing in new pieces in your wardrobe and having your current wardrobe reflect your current style. Of course, I'm going to tell you, start an inspiration board, start a mood board, collect images from everywhere, maybe keep them in a folder on your phone if you don't use Pinterest, but really start collecting images of what your current aesthetic is now. 2024, 2025 aesthetic. Experiment with accessories. Like, if you're like, I'm not sure if I'm boho, I'm not sure if I'm minimal, I'm not sure if I want to do elegant styles. Dabble by trying accessories in that new style. The easiest way to transform your wardrobe and to start liking your clothes again are to buy new shoes. Buy new shoes. Old clothes plus new shoes equal new outfits that you might love again. And it's true with accessories in general. Shoes are the most impactful because we never take them off, let's face it, and because they just make the biggest difference in an outfit. But accessories in general, scarves, jewelry, I will count jackets and coats if you keep them on, bags if you're continuing to hold them, hats. Anything that you add after the initial, covering of your body is done is going to be something that can really take your outfit in one direction or another. So if you don't love your current wardrobe, assess your current wardrobe using my Modern Classics wardrobe guide, and then ask yourself what accessories or completer pieces you can add so that your current wardrobe reflects your personal style. Accessories are the quickest way to do it without a major wardrobe overhaul. Finally, simplify with a capsule wardrobe. I will say, if you're dabbling in a style, if you're exploring a new style, you want to update your wardrobe, you just want to refresh, try my cluster concept. It's 6 pieces that yield 6 million combinations. But if you buy those 6 pieces currently, 2 pants, 2 bottoms, so 3 tops and a jacket, if you buy them at in a style that really represents your current aesthetic, your current size, your current flattery, all of the things, you're going to find that you've got lots more options, and that not only should those pieces mix and match with each other, but ideally they should pair back to other items in your wardrobe so that you can have lots of options without buying an entirely new wardrobe. So consider a cluster. The other way to approach this is, again, to look at my Modern Classics wardrobe guide. There is a checklist in there that can really help you identify maybe some holes in your wardrobe, and filling in some of those gaps can be enough to just kind of boost your morale about your wardrobe again. Okay, next reason that you may hate your wardrobe is that the quality and the fit feel off. It's not you, it's the clothes. I should have said this at the beginning. It's not you, it's the clothes. It's not you, it's the clothes. Quality has gone way down, and almost across the board. Even some higher end brands don't have the quality that they used to have. And that's a real challenge, because that means the fit is going to be off, it means the flattery is going to be off. It means we're not going to feel as elevated, as elegant, and as confident in our clothes. So we want to identify quality, good quality, no matter where it's living. No matter whether you can find good quality at H&M, and you can find it at Neiman Marcus, and you can find bad quality in both of those places as well. So really being able to identify quality and recognizing that as we get older, the quality of our clothes really should get better, because those are the clothes that are going to fit us well and make us feel beautiful. So focus on clothes that fit you well, are tailored for a better fit, and prioritize brands that focus on craftsmanship and focus on good quality. Invest in tailoring. I'm just going to say that if we should buy less, and we should have it altered. We should buy less and we should have it altered. Are you going to tailor everything? Yes, no, yes, no. It really depends on your style goals. But, maybe the most casual pieces you don't want to tailor. But I would just say, if you want to feel good in that outfit, you may need to consider getting it tailored. Very few of us can wear everything right off the rack and have it fit us perfectly. So really, if you can't add $10, $15, $20, whatever it is for tailoring these days, to that item and still feel like it's worth it, then it's probably something that should be left at the store. And I don't like it any more than you do. I'm saying this, and I'm annoyed with myself for saying this. I wish there was another way besides tailoring. I have done videos on brands that do custom fit and custom ordering so that you can get your great fit right off the bat. But if there was another way around this, I'm right there with you. But unfortunately, we want a good fit, so we need to get it tailored. Learn to spot quality. You want to choose good fabrics: wool, silk, cotton, over synthetics. Much of the time, I'm finding I'm much less likely to reach for synthetics these days, because I'm in menopause or post-menopause, but I'm still getting hot flashes, and synthetics make me feel like I'm wrapped in saran wrap. Is anyone else with me on that? So certain fabrics, I just can't tolerate them anymore. But also, natural fibers, for the most part, are really a reflection of good quality. You want to check seams. You want to make sure seams are lined up. You want to make sure patterns are lined up at the side. You want to make sure that items that should be lined are lined. You want to make sure that the linings drape well and are exactly where you want them to be on the garment. You want to look at how the buttons are sewn on and how they're reinforced, how the buttonholes are done. You just want to look for quality. If you are a sewer, I do not sew. It skips a generation. I do not sew. My mom is an amazing sewer. And you can identify quality in construction much better than the rest of us. So really lean into that. Size up when in doubt. This is kind of, it can go both ways. I feel like most women wear the wrong size. Some women size up and some women size down. And there's an art to this, right? You want your clothes to skim your body. You don't want them, I say this all the time, you don't want them to be tight, you don't want them to be loose. For the most part, yes, there are clothes that are going to be tight, they're designed to be tight. And then there are clothes that are designed to be oversized. But the most flattering clothes, most of the time, 99.99% of the time, the most flattering clothes are going to be clothes that skim your body. So they're tailored to your body. So you may need to size up, you may need to size down. Size is absolutely irrelevant. It is just the number that one specific brand decided to call that item. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you look like. Like, it's completely irrelevant. So size doesn't matter. You need a good fit. So consider sizing up, because clothes that are too tight are going to accentuate maybe what you don't want them to accentuate. And then consider sizing down if the clothes are oversized. And really just ignore that label. Ignore that label. Okay, the next reason you might hate your clothes are that your lifestyle may have changed. Maybe you live somewhere different. Maybe you've retired, or maybe you're semi-retired. Maybe, like the rest of us, your community has progressively gotten more casual, and you find yourself with a lot of dressy clothes, and you're just not really wearing them. So maybe your lifestyle is more active, but you haven't invested in active clothes. Maybe your full week now looks like your weekends used to look, but you haven't invested in weekend clothes. You just have work clothes, or weekday clothes, and you really need weekend clothes to be the bulk of your wardrobe. So if your wardrobe doesn't reflect your current lifestyle, you're going to hate your clothes. You're going to look in your closet and be like, oh, I have all these clothes and I just don't wear any of them. Now, the first thing I will say about that is that I want you to wear your clothes. I want you to wear your fancy clothes, your cute clothes, your best clothes, and I want you to wear them on a Tuesday afternoon to go to the grocery store. Like, just wear them. Just wear them. What are we waiting for? What are we saving them for? Those special occasions are few and far between, and we deserve to look and feel our best every day. So just wear those clothes. That's the first thing. Second is really prioritizing comfort, like comfortable fabrics and things that you're actually going to reach for. So when you're like looking at, okay, I want more weekend clothes for all week long, because that's the way my life is right now. You want to look at finding elevated but comfortable fabrics that you can live in day after day. And there are so many brands that are making dress pants that don't feel like dress pants, and jeans that feel really, really comfortable, and cozy sweaters. So this is about combining comfort with style. It's not about prioritizing one over the other. You want to lean into both, because you're creating a wardrobe for your new casual lifestyle. And if this is your lifestyle now, you need that wardrobe to work for you. Look for multi-purpose pieces. I love pieces that can be worn multiple ways, like a cardigan that looks like a blazer, like sweater blazer kind of thing, because it can be a cozy layer but can also be a nicer layer. Like pants that have a little bit of stretch in them, that, like I was saying, the fake dress pants that you can dress up and down really easily. Like, look for pieces that you can wear across a variety of aspects of your lifestyle. Okay, the next reason you may hate your wardrobe is that your color choices might no longer be working. So our coloring does change in the same way that our bodies change as we get older. Let me just say something really quickly about bodies changing as we get older. Two things do not change in your body. Your vertical proportions, unless you have extreme scoliosis or some other bone issues, your vertical proportions never change. And the other thing that doesn't change is the architecture of your body. That's the bone structure of your body. So whether your hips sit outside or inside of your shoulders, that doesn't change. Everything else is up for grabs. Everything else changes. Now with your color absolutely changes. Your coloring changes as you get older. Many women will find that their skin tone softens and lightens and just gets a little bit more muted as they get older. Your hair color is also going to likely change. If you're letting it get gray, if you're letting the silver come through, that's going to be a major factor. So if you're working with a color palette that you wore at 30, you want to look at your coloring currently at 50, at 60, at 70, wherever you're at, and adjust your color palette adjust your wardrobe color palette for your current coloring. Really, really, really important, especially if you've let your hair color change. So you want to reevaluate your neutrals. If your hair is suddenly gray or silver, you're cooler, and your skin tone is going to reflect that as well as your hair. So you want to choose cooler neutrals. Those are gray, blue, navy, white. You want to lean into cooler neutrals and stay away from the warm neutrals like chocolate and rust and beige. You want to start incorporating colors gradually. And really start working with your new color palette in small doses till you get a feel of what really works for you right now. So again, accessories are a great way to start introducing some of the new colors in your wardrobe and start transitioning your wardrobe to your new color palette. You may find that your coloring overall has gotten softer and you may be less contrasted than you were as you were younger. This is very, very common. So you might want to focus on more low to medium contrast outfits. So that means that the lightest color and the darkest color on the outfit are not that far apart on the color scale from light to dark. So light to medium colors or medium to dark colors worn together might suit your current softer or more muted or less contrasted coloring a little bit more than really high contrast pairings. Not true for everybody, but this is going to be true for some of you. The final reason you may hate your wardrobe is that shopping is just harder now. It's not you, again, it's shopping. It's not you, it's shopping. Shopping is really hard. Not only are many of us forced to shop almost exclusively online or primarily online, but also the information about sizing online is often either incomplete or incorrect. Drives me crazy. I'm always saying check the measurements on websites, and then I get feedback from you, well, the measurements are a little bit off on the website. Drives me crazy, drives you crazy. I totally get it. Shopping is harder than it used to be. I will say, if you have not shopped in a long time, try to get yourself to the nearest big shopping area near you and try on a bunch of clothes from a bunch of brands and track all of your sizes and take all of the pictures, because you want an idea of what your size is right now at J. Crew or Anthropologie or Neiman Marcus, whatever. Like, just try on clothes, keep track of the sizes, write the sizes down on your phone, take pictures of yourself and everything. You need to know how clothes fit you now, because it's not just about the sizing, it's also about how clothes are cut in certain seasons. So we've had oversized clothes for the last few seasons, and you may have bought something in your regular size and found that it was gargantuan. Like, you want to know how clothes are currently fitting. So that's one thing. You want to seek out specialty brands that really focus on your sizing. It's one of the reasons I love Petite Studio. But you want to focus on brands that really, and I do have a specialty sizing catalog, so let me know if you want that in the comments below. But we want to focus on those brands that are doing that well, because we want to support those brands, because we want them to stick around, because let's face it, we need as many options as we can get. Take advantage of virtual tools like online fit guides, customer reviews, customer pictures, all of that information, virtual try-on features, so that you can make the most educated decision when you're shopping online. And then keep a wardrobe checklist, because nothing, I've talked about this, I've said this before, I used this analogy before, but it is such a good analogy for me. Like, if you go into a grocery store and you're hungry and you don't have a grocery list, you're going to buy like cheesecake and donuts, right? It's the same way if we go into a store, especially a store with a great sale, and we don't have a checklist and we're a little bored. You're going to buy all the crazy things. You need a checklist of what's missing in your wardrobe. And that's going to bring me right back to the end, which is reminding you to download that Modern Classics Wardrobe Guide. There is a checklist in there that is going to give you a starting place for evaluating your own wardrobe and seeing what might be missing, and maybe give you some focus when you're shopping, especially the holiday sales, the post-holiday sales. It's the struggle is real. The struggle is real to stay focused. So, oh my gosh, this was a little bit longer than I thought, but I really wanted to cover all the reasons why it's not you, it's the clothes, and how you can take your current wardrobe and transform it into your best future wardrobe. Don't forget to comment Closet Confidence to be added to the waitlist for the next Closet Confidence workshop series. It is starting January 6th, and we don't want to do it without you. So love you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so we can keep hanging out. Talk to you later. Bye.